See, I have not done the sharing screen option also. So there is some error with it. Anyways, class 7th A, this is for the new chapter, lesson number 8, human environment, transport and communication. It is 4th of January 2021 and we shall take up, sorry, with this chapter from this new day. Samin, I hope you are ready with the book. Everyone, please be ready with the
Yes,
book
ma'am.
and a pencil with you. And we can start with the class now. Read it out and everybody else, please pay attention.
Transportation. Since ancient times, human beings have moved from one place to another in search of food. Initially, they traveled on foot or used hollowed logs to cross rivers. Gradually, they used domestic animals as beasts of burden. The discovery of wheel introduced the first transport system. As time progressed, new inventions revolutionized the transport system.
Revolutionized, revolutionized.
Revolutionized the transport system. They became the arteries of trade and commerce. You must have heard from elders about the modern phenomena of a shrinking world due to globalization. The growth of social and commercial relationship between different countries of the world has been possible because of modern transport and communication system.
So in this section, they have simply told you that because modern world is shrinking. Shrinking means the size of the earth is not reducing, but it is easier for man to go from one part of the world to another. How has all this become possible? This has all become possible due to a good transportation system across the world. Usually all the developed and developing countries of the world have a very good air and rail routes, and of course the water routes also. And through all these means of transportation, we have made globalization possible. Underline the term globalization. Underline the term globalization. Write down its meaning. Underline the term globalization. Please write: reaching the other parts of the world, reaching the other parts of the world for business and social purposes. Reaching out the other parts of the world for business and social purposes. So globalize करना किसी चीज को, it means to spread it across the globe, to spread it to other countries besides where you live, or to simply make your work international. This is globalization. So we have got to hear that the people are following the pattern of globalization, and for this we need a good, nicely developed, nicely running transportation system. We have studied this in the previous class, how early men used to travel from one place to another. They used to sit on hollow logs of wood, means they used to cut the trees, sit on their backs and use oars to travel across the river. But the system was very slow, and it was not very convenient also. So they developed certain means of transportation through which the system of globalization could become easier and handy. Let us find out more about modern transport. Yes, Amin, please continue and be a little fast in reading.
Okay, ma'am. Roads, railways, waterways, and airways are the different means of transportation in the world. The modern means are efficient, fast, and powerful, and save time and energy. A good and well-lit transport system is essential for development of any country. It provides opportunities for people to participate in social, economic, and recreational activities. However,
Recreational
it is a
activities.
However, it is a significant contributor to environmental pollution.
You can underline the most important section from here. It says in the sixth line, please underline, it provides opportunities. Those who have a book, please underline. And it is a humble request to everybody to please sit with the book from the next turn if you don't have it today. It provides opportunities for people to participate in social, economic, and recreational activities. If there is a wedding in some other part of your country or outside your country, maybe you can simply get the tickets booked now. Nowadays, in during the pandemic period, it became a little difficult, but otherwise, it was very simple to get the air tickets and to sorry, fly to your relatives in just 2 to 3 hours. Or if you have a business trip, you can easily manage to go and visit the meeting. How has all this become possible for human beings? All this has become possible for human beings because of certain modern means of transport. Now, can a bus be regarded as a modern means of transport? No. Here we are talking about a very well developed rail, air, and water system. Roadways are not usually followed for modern or international transportation, but yes, railways, waterways, and airways, of course, have been considered as the fast and modern ways of transportation. Continue with roadways.
Okay. Roadways. Roadways are the easiest and most common means of transport, especially for short distances. From the remotest village to the most modern metropolis, roadways are an integral part of the infrastructure of of an area. They
Okay.
provide goods and services at our doorsteps. Roads can be constructed on any type of landscape. They can traverse forests and deserts. They can spiral up the mountains. Khardungla in Leh is the highest motorable road in the world. In plain areas, we can find a dense network of roads. They can be easily constructed on a flat land. Depending on the terrain and level of development of an area, the roads may be metalled or unmetalled.
Pakka
Kacha.
or kacha.
In our villages, we mostly see unmetalled
Read out the
roads.
next paragraph also
Okay.
on the next page. This is also related to roadways.
In our country, roadways are divided into national highways, state highways, district roads, and border roads. The latest development in our road networks is the construction of the Golden Quadrilateral, a six
Underline
lane
this term, golden quadrilateral.
a six-lane super express highway linking the major cities Delhi, Kolkata, Chennai, Mumbai. Apart from this, the north and south corridor links Kashmir to Kanyakumari and the east-west corridor links Silchar to
Porbandar.
Porbandar. Porbandar.
Porbandar. Yes. It is in
Okay.
Gujarat. Okay.
The border
The border
roads
roads.
run through terrain in bordered areas. They are used by the army and are of strategic importance. All developed countries of the world have dense network of roadways.
One more paragraph below it.
The USA has the densest network of roads in the world. India has the second longest road network in the world, and though a large part of it is of poor quality,
Do we
industrially
agree to this?
industrially developed Western Europe, including European Russia
European
has
Russia.
European Russia has good road network.
Okay, let us get back to page number 55 once again under the section roadways. So first they are talking about the easiest, the quickest, and the most widespread means of transportation, that is through the roadways. Of course, people can use two wheels, four wheels, or the other bigger vehicles in order to be transported from one place to another. Since the beginning of humans creation, even early men also, as soon as they invented wheel, they preferred doing it roadways. They preferred choosing the road networks to go from one place to another. Then arrived the more complex means of roadways, that is the buses or the trucks or the other vehicles that we see on the road. Now the roads in India are basically metalled or unmetalled. What do we mean by this term metalled roads and unmetalled roads? Metalled roads basically पक्का roads को कहते हैं, जो coal tar वाली roads होती हैं, those that we see in our city. And then there are unmetalled roads, those roads which are called the kacha roads या मिट्टी की सड़कें. Now these pakka roads and kacha roads, if they are properly maintained, the pakka roads or the metal roads are considered to be a very good, efficient and also very cheap means of transportation. A bus ticket would be of course very less as compared to a ticket to a train, via a train or an aeroplane. And that is why the metal roads, if they are good enough, they are considered to be the arteries. Arteries means those veins which travel, which carry blood, right, in your bodies, the arteries and veins. So they can be considered as the arteries and veins of transportation in a country. Now there was one very important section, one very important point on page number 56, that is the division of national highways or state highways. How many of you travel frequently by road through your own four vehicles or something? Come on. Is there anyone who travels by road?
Yes, ma'am.
Aditya, do you travel anywhere by road? Divyanshu?
Yes,
Manmer says
I
ma'am.
travel.
yes, he does. Mustafa also. Okay, it means ladies don't travel. Mahi, Madiha, have you ever traveled from one city to another city by road?
Ma'am, I
Yes,
also
ma'am.
traveled.
Many people? Many people
Yes,
have been to?
ma'am.
I'm sorry, there is somebody who's speaking, and that is why we are going out of network. Are you able to listen to me, children?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay, fine. So, children, kindly mute your mic. There is television in full volume in somebody's house. Okay, so there are national highways, Lucknow to Jabalpur. Okay, very good. That's quite a long distance. So, national highways, state highways, district roads, and border roads are there. Along with this, we have one very important road network, and that is the Golden Quadrilateral. Now, you imagine the map of India. I am sure you know very well how is the map of India. In which direction do you see is the city New Delhi? East, west, north, or south? Come on, New Delhi.
North. North.
North.
Okay, fine. Now tell me, where will you see where will you see Mumbai? East, west, or south? Where will you see Mumbai?
West. South.
Okay, okay.
South.
Where will you see Chennai?
Ma'am, south.
South.
South. All right. And Kolkata?
Ma'am, west.
Kolkata, not west. No, it is
East.
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 Okay. So now this makes a whole, I hope you know, a quadrilateral shape.
Yes, ma'am.
I hope you know the quadrilateral shape, a four-sided shape, right? Geometry, come on. So a golden quadrilateral that is built in our country, India, joins these four major metro cities. And this helps all the other cities to connect through the state highways or the district roads. And this is how, by connecting through this golden quadrilateral, we can connect to almost whole of India by traveling through road. One of the very important road that is found to be that is found to be the highest road in the world is also in India. Can you tell me which part of India is it found? You've read it. Which part of India? Come on. It is Khardungla. Oh, okay, she's saying north, but where in north? Khardungla in Leh. Khardungla in Leh is considered to be the highest motorable road. Motorable means on which the motor vehicles can travel. And it is 18,380 feet high. How far? How high? 18,380 feet high means 18,380 feet above the mean sea level. So we have highlands, lowlands. India is a land of mixed regions, mixed terrains, and we have the highest of the roads, and we have the golden quadrilateral. We have many metalled and unmetalled roads which connects to almost all the villages, towns, and cities across our country. So in India, we have a very much developed road network. Please read out the did you know section on page number 55. Aliza, read it out aloud for us. Page number 55, the did you know section. First box.
Since time immemorial, different animals have been
Memorial.
used for transportation. Horses were common throughout the world for their speed. Donkeys and mules were common in hilly areas. The camel is called the ship of the desert. Bullock carts and tongas driven by the horses were main means of transport in village areas. Carriages driven by horses were common among royal people. In Tibet, yaks are used, and in Andes mountains in South America, llamas are used for carrying loads. In polar regions, sledges drawn by dogs and reindeers are used.
I hope we have seen almost all of them, almost all these road transportation vehicles, be it a sledge or a tonga or a cart or a two-wheeler or a car or a bus or a double decker or a truck or numerable n number of transportation vehicles are there, and they have been used since the time immemorial. Means we don't even know how old all this road system is. So it is the oldest and the most popular system of transportation. Aliza, please read out the second did you know box also.
The longest road in the world that can be traveled on a motor vehicle is the Pan American Highway. This runs from the northwest Alaska to Brasilia, Brazil.
In Brazil. Underline this. The Pan American Highway, which runs from Northwest Alaska to Brasilia, and it is the longest motorable road. Now, roads can be many, but we are talking about those roads on which transportation happens, जिस पर गाड़ियां भी चल सकती हैं. So, this is the longest motorable road in the world. So, we have got some important trivias also, important general knowledge also. The Pan American Road, that is the longest motorable road in the world. The Khardunga road in Leh, which is the highest motorable road in the world. And we have the country USA, which has the densest network of roadways in India. That is the last paragraph of this topic. Please turn to page number 56 now. The USA, underline this, has the densest network of roads in the world. So industrial development, which is maximum in the European countries, there the Europe section of Russia is spread from Asia to some parts of Europe also, first of all. So the European section of Russia has the best road network in the world. So we will keep the book explanation till here only. If there is a query to be asked from you, you can tell me. Is there anything that you want to ask me from your children?
No.
Okay. Okay, then please turn to the exercise section. Glossary side. Kindly turn to glossary side. The multiple choice questions that we have and the glossary that we have. Yeah, now your task is to read out the section that we have already discussed today and to write the glossary in your fair copy. To write down the glossary in your fair copy and to read out the section that we have already discussed. Is there anything that you want to know about the project right now? Children, I repeat, is there anything that you want to know about the project right now? Part, you can stop the
Yes, ma'am.
recording.